Okay, pinto beans. Your first uh, month, your first crop for food in March, April. They start putting out pods really fast. See that? They put pods out really quick. So you could have food right after the last frost. Put those plants in the ground. See that? Those are pinto beans. And these are pinto beans too, mixed in with onions. And that's open right here for animals to come in. Okay, because you're going to need vitamin B12. And the only way to get it is from meat. Okay? And this is experimental right here, but this is open, so you could have two types of crops, you know, one for you and one for anything that might come around. Okay? Solve your vitamin B12 problem. And but anyways, so beans, snap beans, I guess they'll call them, but they taste good. They're sugary, and those are pinto beans. Okay, pinto beans. Plant that in March, and then I have the Asian bean right here. The Asian beans they're not going to kick in until June, but they're in here also. But there's a whole bunch of cilantro. But the idea is to figure out how to have food year round. And let me show you what I just harvested today. And you know, there's not much in here. I just harvested in here all these pinto beans. Okay? And this is what it looks like. You know, of course I got onions in here. I got a protected tomato plant that the bees can't get to. And here's another open area that has onions, potatoes, cilantro. See the deer? They eat that. So you have to have an open area, all right? And this is what the oh man, look, I got a tomato in here. Wow. The deer have been eating the tomato plants, but I have one tomato. So this is what the pinto beans, snap beans look like right there. As you can see, it came after a big rain, so there's a lot of bugs in there, so these are going to have to be blanched. All right? And that's okay. So in the beginning of April, right after the last frost, if you plant your pinto beans, you'll be able to get food. That's a 30-foot row right there. And the more you pick, the more you get. Okay, so and then the Asian beans are going to kick in, and I've got potatoes in there. So the potatoes are going to start coming up around May, June. They'll be ready to harvest. But see how the deer are eating everything? But and I've got potato plants in here. Can't really make it. And that's another thing. People don't know what plants look like, so you'd be able to, you know, hide food if you had to. Let me show you over here. I've got a squash, and another one over here, and these are the potato plants right here. They're starting to die off. See that? They're starting to die off. They're turning yellow. That's normal. Can't wait to see what the harvest looks like in June. And just out here, just food out here. Oh, look at that guy right there. See that little snake right there, or gecko? See him right there? Got about 100 of those guys running around in here. And this is the potato crop. Succession. Okay? I don't know what's going to happen with this, but that's what it looks like. Okay? and fig, onion. The deer don't like the zucchini plant. Alright, I don't have any zucchinis on there. But anyways, I got onions and garlic in here. And over here, I've got that right there. So, you know, and then of course the onions are starting to harvest. But the idea here is to figure out a way to have food, edible food in the ground every month of the year. Very tricky. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be successful, but anyways, I got some in. I think I had something in March. No, potatoes in March. No, I had nothing in March. But the brassicas will work in the winter. You know, like you know, the brassica plants like chard. Chard works down here. But anyways, I need to harvest onions. See right there? It's an onion. All right. See y'all later. Succession planting for food, for year-round food.